All right, what's up, YouTube? How's it going? My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader, and this is the Jim of all trades trading channel. Just glad you stopped by. It is Monday, I think. I think it's Monday, and we're looking at the market. I've been kind of waiting for all day for this something to talk about. There's not really a whole lot to talk about, so yesterday's video is still pertinent. So basically, let me just kind of recap where we are, and we'll just jump in from there. Okay? Don't forget, this isn't trading advice. Never intended to be so. All right. Yeah, basically, guys, we're trading in a range very slightly. We had a down move out of this wedge right here. It's a leading or an ending diagonal. It's one of the two. If it's a leading diagonal, guys, then what we've got rocking is a one wave, and we're going to get a three-wave pullback, and then we should be off to the moon, guys. And so that's a scenario we're watching. That this is a reversal area, and this is a reversal area. We need a three-wave pullback, and then we're off to the races. So that's if it's a leading diagonal. If we're dealing with an ending diagonal, what we're going to actually get, guys, is more like a pullback, and then a big wave to the downside. A five-wave move like so. Should come down to around the $5,500 region, in that ballpark. There's good confluence there with the fibs right here at the top of this resistance area would now become support, and that's the next region that we would look to for support, right about here. There we go. So about $5,600 in that ballpark. Could probably wick through it. It could go as low as $4,900. That's this entire region right there. So whether it's going to hit that or not, time will have to tell, guys. Who knows if it's going to? But right now, our Elliott wave count tells us that we probably need that wave to finish this thing out. More than likely, this is a W, X. This is a Y, this is an X, and now we need a Z to finish it out. And so that Z wave would come on down to this region and finish like that. Now, if the Z is done somewhere back here, then, guys, that'd be a big surprise to me. But it could definitely be done. The only problem I have is the way, and I've talked about this many, many times, is that this wave structure right here this makes a lower low with a three-wave move. So I'm inclined to say this is an ending diagonal of an expanded flat. That's my first bias, and that's why I think we're probably going to be coming down bigger to the downside, most likely. But if not, guys, if we don't come down, then we do have bull scenarios that we're watching for, and obviously we're gonna wait for confirmation for sure. That confirmation we're looking for, if it's going to go bull, is I'd like to see three waves here. I'd like to see three waves coming on down here to at least the 50% region, okay, the 61.8 region, somewhere between $7,400 and $7,800 in that ballpark. I'd like to see that three-wave action. I'd like to see a nice Fibonacci extension of this first wave as we come down to be to the 127 or the 1-to-1 extension. That would be ideal, and then we have a nice rebound off of it and we head to the moon. So that would be the bull case. That's what I'm looking for. Now, what kind of wave would that be? Well, guys, it's gonna have to be in relationship to the size of this wave, guys, and the length of time this wave took. This wave took quite an amount of time to form. Okay, so we're not going to expect this thing to do this in the next day or two, and then we'll be off to the races, guys. This is going to take days or weeks here to form. So most likely it's gonna start working its way correctively, something like so. If it's going to be some kind of a bull scenario, and that would give us our 5-3-5 move that's in relationship to this, give us enough time for the market to work that out. So it's not, just keep in mind, it's not going to happen overnight. It's gonna happen over time, and they're going to be upswings and downswings. In fact, we're probably due for an upswing here pretty shortly, and everybody's going to think we're going to be going up to the highs again. But we're going to probably most likely make a lower high most likely, and then get rejected with a sharp move to the downside. People might think that that's the finish of it, and then we get a three-wave move to the upside, and then another five-wave move to the downside. So we're going to watch out. We're going to trade that wave, but we're going to have to watch out and see how that's formed. So that's going to be the way we're looking at this thing, guys, that's my first bias here, is that we're probably going to at least have a 3-wave move, but we could have a 5-wave move to the downside. So we'll have to wait and see how this comes down, what levels it comes down to, and so forth. So that's what we're looking at, guys. Not a whole lot to say. If we zoom into the 15-minute chart, guys, this the wave action is just cryptic right now. We got this shot to the downside. We got a 3-wave move to the downside there, a 3-wave move to the upside. We got a kind of a reversal there. It's really, it's hard to tell. We're gonna have to let this just play it out. But in the grand scheme of things, this is like a 1, a 2, 3, 4, and that could be 5, and then we're going A, B, and then we're going C to the upside, maybe like that. And so that's going to get us our 3 waves to the upside. We're going to come up to this region and come back down. There's a possibility. Let's do the fibs on that to see if that would work out in any way, shape, or form here. Throwing the fibs there. The 127 brings us up to 88.21. The 8900 gives us a retest there. It just depends, guys, on this wave structure and what the wave structure is telling us. But right now it's super cryptic and super sideways. Lots of up and down chop. It's hard to tell anything from an Elliott wave perspective until it finishes out, to be honest with you, because of just the weird formations that have been made there. So sorry, I can't help you any better than that. But right now, guys, we're waiting for. There's 2 things that could happen. Either we got this is some kind of a 4th wave, and we need to finish the 5th wave to the downside. So I would be expecting something like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a finished 5th somehow, some way. If not, the 5th wave is already complete, and then we're looking for, if the 5th wave is complete, then we're looking for some kind of a 3-wave move to the upside, like so. And this might be the beginnings of it for sure. And then once we get that 3-wave move, to the upside, we'd be looking for another downside hit, and that would at least give us a 5, 3, and another 5 correction down to a 50% or 61% of the entire wave, and that's going to take a little while to come through. So, guys, that's what we're looking at, guys. That's where we are. There's really nothing else to say. So it's going to be a short video today. Again, look at it in Ethereum and Litecoin, same kind of thing. I'm kind of looking for this downward wave on Ethereum, which gives me a bias to the downside on Bitcoin as well. But I'm kind of, again, I mentioned this fractal right here yesterday, this move that we had earlier in the year to the upside. It was pretty nice and straight up, just very, very similar to that wave, guys. And then we just got a rejection on to the downside, touched the trend line. I think that's a strong possibility we do that again. So I'm watching out for that in Ethereum. And in Litecoin, something's quite interesting in Litecoin, and I'm not exactly sure how to read it, but this right here appears to be a simple 3-wave move, like so. Like that. It just depends on what we get after this, if we get some more downside. But it's really, right now, it looks like a corrective 3-wave move, which I would expect some kind of a 3-wave move to the upside, and then another 3-wave move to the downside after that. And so that would give us a 3-wave correction. So it really depends on what Bitcoin is going to do for what Litecoin does. But interesting wave shape. But as it sits, it looks very... It doesn't look so impulsive as it does. It looks corrective as a 3-wave move. So that's interesting, and so we're keeping an eye on that as well. All right, those are some things to talk about and to share today. If there's anything that happens tonight that's worth sharing, I might do a live stream or something like that. But until then, sorry, this isn't not a whole lot to say based on what's been happening. Okay, all right, you guys have a fantastic day. We'll bring some more information as it comes in. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.